Welcome back to the Tracie Trendy Show, my lovelies. Another day, another dollar, and another drama. It seems as if Derek refuses to date any more BBWs because of Monique. Gave them a bad name. That's what he says during this interview, my love, this latest interview. He says he's not going to date a BBW again because his ex-boo, Big Ma Monique, made a bad name for them. And he's returning back to his preferences for light skin, long hair, and slim, thick women because they never done him wrong. He's also been shooting his shot, and of course, it's Cardi Red. But my loves, don't despair, because I said Derek is trade and he goes to the highest bidder. Anybody can pay the cost to be the boss if you got the money, okay? But let's be clear, when it comes to Monique, he didn't want her to begin with. People got to realize that those little cons in jails are desperate, and they're gonna do whatever it takes to get the coin and get the help that they need. And they're gonna tell you a million lies to do whatever they need to do to get out and for you to set them up. Now, she was just a convenience. Monique was just a convenience. She paid the cost. So she was the boss. He entertained her for a while. He used her. They hung out the hotel. She paid for the meals. She gave him a little coochie. And it was obvious he wasn't attracted to her. But, he had to play the game. He had to play the game because she was paying the cost to be the boss, as I've always said, my loves. Now, don't despair. Don't despair. Don't despair. If anybody want a piece of that little Derek, that little petite Derek, just slide into his DMs. Case in point, someone else has slid into his DM. She goes, "Hey, Derek." He goes, "What's good?" And she goes, "Well, you said Monique messed it up for the big girls." And he goes, "You might be different." Now, we know even Monique said that Derek's language is money. I've always said it myself. So, and he goes, "You might be different." And she goes, I'm unique. When you come into North Carolina, he says, "I don't know yet. What you doing in NC?" That's North Carolina. She says, "Charlotte. And when you do hit me up, we can show you around the city." But whoever slide into Derek's DMs, you better make sure you have the coins, because Tracie Trendy is telling you gotta have the coins to be the boss. Okay, especially if you're a BBW. Just saying. And I've always said it, and Derek doesn't have to come out and make it known. He wasn't really interested in the catfish. He wasn't. But he had to play the role. And plus, he's on TV and got all these cameras. And plus, she shelled in a lot of money. And we know the PP loans were rolling in, and she was, doing his bidding and doing what he needed to do. So she was a foot soldier for Derek. So Monique definitely paid the cost to be the boss. So if you want to have that man and your low self-esteem, your self-esteem is that low, then I'll say, hey, this is the trick. That's what you got to do. Make sure you have the coinage to play, my loves. All right. If you have not subscribed, you know what you got to do. All right. I'm dropping this wisdom down for you. If anybody wants this little man, you better make sure you have the coins. If you don't not fit the description that he's looking for, better have the coins if you want to be the boss. Okay? Because you're going to have to pay the cost. So anyway, my loves, drop a line below. We're going to always have this conversation, as well as make sure that notification on lockdown, because YouTube plays tricks. And all right, my loves, I wish you love, peace, and a little self-esteem. All right. Later. Check you all out on the flip side.